iPod Touch, my likes and wishes. Excuse me for a moment, I need to zoom out, I forgot to do that. Oh, hang on, there we go, and zoom out there, perfect. My apologies. I've had my iPod Touch now for 3 months. There she is. I like a number of things about this device. As we power it up here and unlock, I like a number of things about it. I absolutely love the interface. Like for example, if I tap music here, I can go ahead and scroll if I want to play something, or of course I can turn it sideways and flick through the albums like this, and that's just great. And even if we go online here, I'll go back to the home screen and turn on Wi-Fi real quick. And the Wi-Fi is a BG connection, and so far the only real complaint I've had about the Wi-Fi on this device is actually it's not so much the Wi-Fi as it is with Safari. The browser does not want to cooperate with my school's server for WebCT, and I do not know why that is. So anyway, if I go ahead down here to Safari and I tap on Safari, so as you can see, this is my Hotmail inbox and it is empty. What I liked being able to do is to zoom in on all of my stuff and just move it around like this and have it nice and big for me to be able to see it. I think that is just fantastic, having that zoom feature to be able to see everything. And let me show you how big this can get. There we go. That's as big as that can get. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's pretty big. So I really like the web browser. I also like the keyboard. So if I go ahead and tap here to enter a web address, strange. There we go. So as you can see, I'm moving my finger along, and it's got nice big letters, and I can go ahead and enter whatever letter I want. And it's even got this little .com thing down here. So it's fantastic. I love this. Now, as you can see, it doesn't turn sideways, but I think in the 2.0 upgrade it's going to be able to do that, and I'm definitely going to get that when I can. The 2.0 upgrade is actually where I lead into what I think should be improved with the device, besides the scientific calculator, of course, and all the other stuff. And I think the very first thing to discuss would be the application store, or the App Store. The App Store is, it's going to be fantastic. They're going to have all sorts of things. Personally, I would like to see a word processor, maybe a freeware basic one, and I'm talking something a little bit more powerful than Notes, but at the same time, like a Pocket Word, so to speak, or a Word Mobile, or actually just a whole Office suite. Why? Because I plan to get, like I said in my previous videos, I plan to get a PDA. But here's the thing. If they have an Office suite for the iPod Touch, then I might not have to do that, provided two other wishes of mine are fulfilled. One of which would be a driver update that would allow the iPod Touch to be used as a flash drive, because if you're going to use this like for school or something, you definitely At least the way I see it, because you cannot use external memory with the device, and it would be a pain in the neck to have to email your own work to yourself every time. You know, add the ability for it to be used as a removable flash drive. That's number one. Number two would require I don't know if you can see right there in the front, that little port there. Yeah, you can see that now. Next to the headphone jack. As you guys know, that port is used to connect, apologies, wrong end, to connect this cable to the computer through this end, through the USB. Now, it's all well and good, but one of the things I like about the Pocket PC environment is the ability to use wireless keyboards. And if you're not going to give the iPod Touch any Bluetooth capabilities, Apple, I would recommend coming up with some sort of foldable keyboard for the iPod Touch. Now, why is this? Well, for those of you who do not know, the regular Pocket PC, the one without the phone, has made a comeback. Compared to Windows Mobile, the iPod Touch interface is fantastic. The only hurdle it has is the accessibility for those who are totally blind, and that I don't think will be addressed anytime soon. But other than that, for those of you who have vision impairment like I do, where your vision is relatively good, I'm 20/80, you know, you should be able to use an iPod Touch. You should be able to browse the web with the zoom. You get the nice large print keyboard, the nice big icons to play with. You know, this device has the capability to be the next Apple Newton. For those of you who do not remember the Newton, it was a class of PDA made by Apple. And I cannot remember whatever happened to that, but that didn't fare so well. Well, with the iPod Touch and the iPhone, congratulations. With a little bit of addition, with a little bit of adding these things that I requested, I'd like to see, like the Office Suite, the USB keyboard, and the flash drive capabilities. Congratulations, you have just made a PDA for the sighted community that has 32 gigs of onboard storage. Now, why do I say for the sighted community? Because the blindness community already has something like that. We have the Icon that has a 40 gig hard drive, so we kind of beat you to that in terms of having large storage in a PDA. But understand that for us, it's more of a necessity. That aside, yeah, I'd like to see an Office Suite, and of course, in the coming weeks. In fact, you know what? Let me get my calendar here. Slide to unlock. And calendar. The 11th is going to be not this Friday, but next Friday. That's good. So anyway, next Friday they are going to be not this coming up Friday, not the 4th, but the following Friday they will be releasing the App Store. The second they do, I'm going to be browsing that thing like crazy trying to find an Office Suite or something similar. But yeah, Office Suite, USB flash drive mode, and a keyboard that would be usable through the USB interface for the iPod Touch. And for the iPhone, of course, you could have a Bluetooth keyboard as well. But, you know, if you really want to compete with the smartphones, Apple, you do want to have external keyboard capability, because believe me, even with your virtual keyboard, which is terrific, it's nice and large print, perfect for people with visual difficulties to a certain extent, it would not be good for extended typing, for example, taking notes in class. I know some of you are saying, well, the iPod's a media player. Well, you know what? The way people are taking to it and abandoning their Windows mobile devices, particularly with the iPhone, it seems to be turning into more of a PDA. At least that's the way I see it, and I'd like to see it continue that path. I mean, I'd like for it to continue to be a media machine, but being a PDA wouldn't be too bad either. That's just my thoughts. I'm just about out of time. Thank you for watching. Comments are welcome, video and text. No negative comments. Please keep it related to the video. Thank you.